Alright, so this week's Naruto review, it's Naruto 600, and it pretty much starts off with Kakashi confirming what they said in the last manga, um that Obito is Toby, and I mean Obito is Obito pretty much. Then you have a couple like scans of them doing a couple more flashbacks to because Kakashi, I think in his head is really just trying to ration out how for one he could be alive, and two, like, what the fuck, man, you're like the same fucking kid that fucking gave your eye for me and fucking gave your life for me. Like, what the fuck, how the fuck did you turn out like this? What the fuck's wrong with you? Like, who what Michael Jackson got a hold of you in these past years? So it's just kind of, that part's kind of strange in its entirety. Like, but you get this sense that it's pretty much all about Ren, and I mean you really got that whole theme in the last chapter, because it kept showing Ren, and how much he was really in love with them, and I think they're really trying to push that forward, just like how much he really did care about this woman, and it makes me think like a little bit like, what if the same thing would have happened with Sakura and Sasuke and Naruto? Like, what happened if Sasuke would have somehow ended up killing Sakura? Like, because he tried to. I mean, he tried, like, not too many chapters back, like, tried to kill her. So, would that have made Naruto like hate him, like, enough, or hate the world enough to want to destroy it? Um, and then at the end of the chapter, I mean, you have Obito doing a Katana attack, and Naruto kind of using his nine tails to just swipe it away. And then you have Madara just show up like, yeah, bitch, it's a party. It's a fucking party. So, I mean, as much as a lot of people are probably going to be thinking that it's going to be a lot of action next chapter, I really think that it's going to be another flashback, and I think this flashback might actually be the best flashback that's been up, because I'm pretty sure. Now, this is just my theory and my hypothesis on um some of the motives and how Obito and Madara know each other, and I'm starting to get this feeling that they're related. They're blood related. I think that might be Madura's son, because when we look, even when you look back at the previous chapters and how they went into Madura, they never really went into, did he have any family, like, other than his brother. Like, they made a strong emphasis on his brother, but most people try to make a family, and I mean he was pretty much the head Uchiha. Like, where the fuck is his kids? Like, he had to have some direct lineage, I feel. So I'm starting to get the feeling that Obito is his kid. And you ask, like, why would they have him in the village? Like, the Leaf is known for keeping secrets, and I mean, would it really be that bizarre that they don't tell this guy that you're Madura's, like, son, because they don't want you to turn out crazy and trying to destroy the Leaf? So I feel like the next one is going to kind of either be that, and then maybe Madara meeting him later and telling him that, yeah, I'm your dad. Like, the Leafs fucked up. They didn't tell you that shit. And then, him kind of being resilient and fighting against it, but when Ren dies, it just kind of just warps his whole fucking mind. I mean, and also that would make sense in the fact that Toby fighting against the fourth wouldn't have been Obito, but it would have actually been the true Madara. and that would have been why some of the people like Kasami were still calling him Midori, is because when he first met them, he was just Midori. You know, that I feel like that is where Kishi's trying to take this storyline, and I mean, I you can love it, you can hate it, but I think pretty much the consensus is that Toby had to at least be one other person, because that's the only way that the story could make any sense chronologically. Like, because I've never seen any kid have this type of growth spurt that they're trying to make it out that Obito had, that would make it possible for him to have fought against the fourth, his teacher, and be like the same age. It doesn't, that just doesn't make sense. And plus he was a little too talented, I feel, at that time. So that would make sense on the fact that he made the plan to resurrect his father later on somehow, and how he would know like so much, and how he would have the same eye as Kakashi. So what I really like to get is y'all's theories, y'all's different ideas on what y'all think is going on, what y'all think is going to happen. So comment below, and definitely like if you can. That would I really would appreciate it. And until later, bye.